What up? Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Fifth Wheel Friday. Happy FU Friday. Happy, Friendly Friday. Forgiveness Friday. Happy Fried Food Friday. It's Bridge Thoughts. You know what it is. Welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome. It's a portion of the day in which I, without doing any research whatsoever, talk about stuff while we drive across a bridge. And you get to stare at the split windshield. I still haven't. I moved them out, but I didn't move it far enough. I'm gonna try. I got some advice from a huge YouTuber, a real huge YouTuber, about some different locations I could put the mount that might be better. So I'm gonna fuck with that a little bit, but I haven't done it yet because I'm lazy and I'm a local driver, so I don't have a lot of free time on my hands. We always hustle. See if this dude's gonna let me over. Yeah, see, Friendly Friday. Friendly Friday. Always give him the blink. Always give him the interrupt switch. He's gonna let me over. So, I'm kind of joking about the friendly and forgiveness part, but for real Friday, I want to touch on it. And some of this is that YouTube drama, but some of this is just, your normal everyday life you go through. If you call it cool with somebody over some stuff, is it cool? And do you really walk away from it? Because me personally, I've definitely been on both ends of it, where you get into it with somebody, there's some harsh feelings, and it's a straight up misunderstanding. You misheard something, they misheard something, somebody been running their mouth about what they thought you said, and then by the time it gets back to the person, it's not at all what you said, but now you're kind of in that position where you got to defend it just because you don't want to get punked out, And I'd like to think, as grown-ups, which most of us are at this point, we can talk that out, and it doesn't have to be a big ongoing thing. But it's not always like that. I mean, personally, I try to do it that way. If I have an issue with somebody, I try to take it directly to them in a kind of diplomatic, kind of calm way, rather than, because if you try to corner somebody, they're going to fire back on you, right? No matter what, whether they did it, didn't do it, they have no idea what you're talking about. Like, people don't want to be confronted, right? So I try not to hit them up like that even if I'm in my feelings a little bit or feeling a certain kind of way. Try to at least approach it. Give somebody one chance to be like, "Oh man, I don't even know what you're talking about right now," or "Yeah, I said that, and here's why." And maybe once in a while, it turns out you owe them an apology. But skip past all that shit. Get to the apology part. Once someone apologizes, is it difficult to really let it go? Because it still happened. You can forgive, but let's be honest, most of us don't forget, right? And you can move past it. But it's tough, right? Especially when other people want to still keep bringing it up. Like, hey, what happened with that stuff last week or whatever? And, you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like, that's right, fuck that dude. Even if you guys already squashed it, worked it out, apologized, it still kind of bubbles close to the surface, depending on how bad it was for a certain length of time. So the subject of this video would be, how do you deal with that? I'd like to know. At what point do you really let it go? Do you just have to move on? And to me, it's always, historically, in my lifetime, usually what ends up happening is that person I had an issue with, and we're cool, but we're not really cool. Usually something else will pop off, or we'll be in a situation in which we have to team up, me and that person, and then that's usually what really sets aside the old stuff. You're like, all right, man, all that was dumb anyways. Like, this is more important now. Let's work together on this. And it kind of creates like a constant cycle of people, I don't know, like infighting amongst a crew, amongst a certain group. I don't know how to phrase that. And that's too bad. We got a little rain out here, by the way. You seeing this? Hell yeah. Actually using the wipers. I have to stop by the shop and ask them to check my wiper blade. No, I'm playing. So as much fun and entertainment as it is on here to watch people beef and drama and go live, and flip out on each other and everything, and it gets us down the road, gets us through the day. I know 90% of you, including myself, get that notification like, oh, what's this dude going to say, man? That was bullshit earlier. What's he have to say about this? At some point, it's got to go away, right? Or I guess not. I guess that's the question. Does it just cycle through, all right, now these guys are getting along, this guy's getting... Is it just forever? And at some point, are we going to set all that stuff aside and maybe work together to better each other? Is that a possibility, or am I just being a dreamer right now? Is that just me California dreaming with my idealistic Bay Area, fantasies? I don't know. I mean, I can tell you right now, I'll try to do my part to get it so everyone ultimately gets along. It's never going to be perfect, right? There's no such thing as perfect. There's no utopia. We know that. And we got a reminder of that this week. No matter how cool you try to be and everyone's trying to do their best to get along, you're always going to have some weird person that doesn't want harmony, doesn't want everyone to do well. They want to push other people down and just, I don't know, just be weird and mean and just generally odd and not accepted. Or, I don't know, that's over with, so that's good. But anyway, we're almost to the end of the bridge, so Friendly Friday, Forgiveness Friday, whether it be on this YouTube thing or in your personal life, really think about who you don't like and why you don't like them, and was it that big a deal? And maybe are you a little bit to blame? And could you just kind of try to move past it? Like I said, it's very tough to forget, but at least try to forgive if the other person's willing to work with you on it. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he's talking about me." I'm not really talking about you or him or her or nothing, man. I'm just talking in general. Just some stuff that happened this week, maybe kind of think about it. So anyway, for all those of you headed home right now, have a great weekend. For those of you like myself that are going to be working this weekend, drive safely, and I'll catch you later. Late.